What's up, Grapper fans? I've got something a little bit different for the channel today. Even if you're new here, you can see most of the cars I deal with for the channel are four-wheel drives or trucks, you know, off-road based stuff. Well, I just bought a car that I'm very excited about. I want to show you guys. It's not my typical content, but I think a lot of you guys will like this car, whether you're a die-hard truck guy, you like off-roading, or you're just into cool old stuff. So I've got a classic car I just purchased. It's over at my buddy's house. I'm gonna go show it to you, and then I'm gonna do a few videos about this thing. I'm very excited. So let's get right over there. I think I'm gonna take old Buster the Cat Eye because I need to put some more miles on it and save some on the rest, because pretty much everything I've got is for sale, including the car I just bought. That's just how I'm rolling right now until I get what I really want. Let's get in the truck, go see what I got. Y'all can probably hear the car is already warming up, but I just wanted to share this with you. Thought it was hilarious. My buddy whose house this is, he's out of town and moved in a hurry, kind of. That's why he needed this thing gone. He told me the code to the deadbolt, but the handle was locked. And I called him and was like, what should I do, man? You're like hours away. I want to get into this car and get out of the garage. Well, he said, try busting the lock open with a card, not breaking it, you know, just popping something in there. Trusty old Krispy Kreme gift card. I was able to shimmy into this freaking thing and get in here. And I think that's just hilarious. And I just had to share. Let's see if I can do it again. Yeah, look at that. I had no idea it was that easy. That is scary. Make sure y'all lock your deadbolts, because somebody can pop a lock with a Krispy Kreme gift card. Super sketch. And somebody can steal your nice car out of your garage. Let's go check this thing out. Thing's trying to roll away. The parking brake doesn't hold. Yeah, I got it maxed out. Here she is, my 1968 Mustang GT with a 289 and 3-speed manual. Super excited about this car. Couldn't pass it up. My buddy was, like I said, moving and wanted this thing gone, and he kept dropping the price and dropping the price, and he had all of us co-workers trying to help him find a buyer for it. And once he got to the right price, I was like, man, he's giving this thing away, I gotta buy it. So I went ahead and purchased this thing, pulled out a loan, which I'm pretty against. I try to pay cash for everything, but I didn't have this much cash sitting around. But with that said, I think I'm gonna end up trying to sell it. I just have a little bit more time on my hands. He's in a hurry, and I think this car will catch a little bit more money than what I paid. But let me give you just a general overview, and then I'll have to go take this thing for a spin and let y'all see how awesome this 50-some-year-old car is. What, 52 years old? Beautiful car. It's been fully restored. Let me pop the hood for you. That's probably one of the more exciting things. One thing that's interesting about these older cars, you don't have to pull a latch underneath the hood, or inside the car. You just pop the hood right here from the front. There's that 289. It's got headers, nice chrome heads, a little bit of new everything in here. Not making any funny sounds. Very nice car. A lot of new stuff going on in here. His friendly neighbor over here just came to tell me how much more it'd be worth if it was a fastback, and I definitely agree. and it's the little V8. It's only a 289 instead of like the 428 or 429, whatever it is. But he likes the car. He thought I bought it the other day when I came and took some pictures of it. So he thought I was bringing it back, but nope, I just bought it, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. So we looked under the hood. Let me show you the interior. All black in here with the Hurst shifter. Got a factory style radio, not sure if that's the original. Some newer gauges, but this thing is just so cool. This wheel's awesome. You got the parking brake here, headlights you pull out. Let's see what the lights look like. I think it's got some kind of fancy lights in it. Yeah, it's got halos. I'm not crazy about the halos. That's just weird on this older car, but that's my first time seeing those. Got a little bit of tint on the windows. It's cool how they have this thick metal trim on the windows here. That's pretty cool. Got the little wing windows that pop out. Gotta have that. I don't want to get that thing stuck open. All right, turn the lights off. Got some temperature controls here. This thing does not have AC, which it's all black, and we're in Lower Alabama. It is hot as heck, but very nice leather interior. Got some tasteful-ish newer speakers back there that don't look too gaudy. Nice new carpet, all black, everything. Very clean in here. I love these door trim panels, and it's really cool how the to open the door, it's got this like flip out lever thing. Pretty awesome. Crank windows, you know, nice little new trim there, seat belts and everything. It's got the, instead of just the lap belt, it's got the full, it's got a little bit of rain gutter action. Not the cleanest look under there, but doesn't look rusty. I think they just didn't do the best job of finishing that when they restored it. The back end of this thing though, let me close the door, make it a little bit cleaner look. This is the money shot right here. These tail lights and just the shape of this 68 rear end looks so sharp. And I like this GT. I think this is actually where you put fuel in it. I'm not sure if it still is or not. Looks like you flip that up. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, that's the fuel tank right there. Looks like this is the kind with the seal, because a lot of times you'll have a problem, you floor it and then fuel comes out the tail end of this thing. Looks like they've taken care of that issue with a nice seal. And then this is just super clean looking GT fuel cap there. Now usually you'll see a place for the exhaust tips like around here, but we've got nice it dumping right after the mufflers there. Looks pretty clean. You don't have like giant, you know, tips sticking out the back. I like it. Same setup that's on the Cat Eye. I've got just freaking dumped exhaust right after the mufflers. You know, you don't have to worry about your tips looking perfect or being shiny or anything. It does have a little blemish right here. It looks like the tire has kind of come in contact with the body a little bit and bowed this out. Not the best look right there, but that's something you got to look really close at to see. That's the main flaw I've seen on this thing. Everything else looks super straight and sharp. You can see it's not like that on this side. Tires and wheels are in good shape. Beautiful car. Hood looks pretty good. It's got a couple of like, you know, kind of waviness on the very front of the hood for people closing it and opening it, I think, over the years. But look at this thing, man. Got tint on everything. It looks like the windshield might be tinted, or at least has a dark brow on it, but super sexy car. To the channel. If you want to see how this thing drives, be sure to stay tuned for the next video. I'm getting hot from driving this thing around with the windows up with no AC, just trying to look cool. But I'm going to take this thing for a spin, make another video for y'all, and I hope you like the Mustang. Let me know what you think of it, what you think it's worth. and kind of guess what I paid for it, because I'm very excited about the price, but I'm not a Mustang enthusiast. I don't know exactly what these are worth, but to me it felt like a steal. So y'all please comment below, let me know what you think. What do you think this thing, what would be a good purchase price for this Mustang, and what do you think I should list it for? So comment below and keep an eye out for the next video where I drive this thing around, and I'll probably make another video after that about everything that's wrong with it and a couple little tweaks I make to it to make it just right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check out Grappaholics on Instagram.